Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm Mike Stansbury. My special guest today from Sugarland, Texas, Chris Cavazos. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. Blessed.
Well, blessed. Good to see you. What's the time? What's the temperature out there in Sugarland right now?
It's hot and humid, man. We got a little bit of overcast, so it's not too bad right now. But I think earlier it was like 100 something. It felt like, at least.
Oh man, it's the heat is starting to get to us. I'm in Tennessee, you're in Texas, and it's going to be hot for a couple of months. But speaking of hot, we got to do this at Investor Fuel. Investor Fuel is the sponsor of the podcast, and we help real estate investors, service providers, and real estate entrepreneurs 2 to 5x their businesses to allow them to build the businesses they've always wanted and allow them to live the lives they've always dreamed of. So, Chris, let me ask you this: what's the origin story of your real estate mortgage career? When did you get started, and why did you pick this industry?
Yeah. So I got started in 2000, and my father was a mortgage broker. He had opened his brokerage in 1997, and I had actually tore my meniscus in my right knee, and I couldn't, hold a regular job or work at the time. So I went to go work for him as just answering phones, and I started seeing settlement statements and good face and tills, and I was like, man, this is a cool industry because it's the one transaction I always felt that everybody walks away happy. It's not like when you buy a car, it's depreciating. When you buy a home, you're realizing your dreams and all these things that you're thinking in your mind from a homeowner's perspective. And, loan officer walks away with money, realtor walks away with money, title company walks away with money. And a lot of people benefit off that one transaction. So I just always thought that's so cool.
So the beginning, so this is great. So it's in the blood. Your dad had his brokerage, and then you got to see. You obviously, some people go to a job and they're never curious. You got curious and you're like, all right, well, how can I kind of move up the ladder here? And so when did you start originating loans and doing that in the office there?
So I started with him in 2000, then probably about 6 months later, in turn 2001, and that's when I got licensed. And back then it was just pretty much showing up to a class for a couple days, and you're good, man. It wasn't a very big or difficult bar of entry back then. But that's where it all started in 2001 when I started originating.
Okay. And so, fast forward to 2008 hit, 2009 hit, what did that do to your business, and kind of what pivots did you make during that time? Everybody has a story about 08, 09, and then COVID.
Yeah, well, at the time, 08, 09, that was the banking failures, and the mortgage industry wasn't spared, and it just seemed like the easy loans became very, very difficult, and I just got frustrated, to be honest. And in 2009, I left, went to go work a couple business development marketing positions, and that was really good for me, though, because, when I started with my dad back in the day, our biggest thing was advertising in the Houston Chronicle. Back when people used to read newspapers, so right. It was a whole different ball game. And as things started changing with the internet, we didn't really know how to keep up at the time. And then when I went to work for those marketing companies, that's when I learned about branding and marketing, all these various things to, generate more business.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors, working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Yeah, so the whole the scene of marketing in the last 25, 30 years has been wild with the advent of the internet age, the advent of social media, organic leads, paid leads. I mean, it is just wild how people get to know each other. But, you've been in the business for now since 2016. How is your referral word of mouth business? What does that look like?
Yeah, so we probably get about 80% of our business from realtor partnerships, and 20% is past clients and word of mouth. And we always found that I've done Facebook advertisements, Google, we've done Zillow, we've done a lot of things. But at the end of the day, it's that buyer who spends 90% of their time with the realtor, and that realtor can either make or break you as a loan officer or champion you as a loan officer.
Yeah, that's it. It's all about relationships. So you're really good at growing that network of realtors, and you're their trusted mortgage broker. And what are some of the things that you guys do, Chris, that kind of make you stand out from maybe some of the competition?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that, one is that we're very competitive with rates. I'm the broker, owner, originator, and I've built a team around myself. So I've got little minions that help me, that allows me to do, volume, but it all starts and stops with me. We do a lot of communication. So, every Tuesday, for example, we call everybody on an executed contract and we update them on where we're at in the loan process. Every Wednesday, we do bomb videos, and I'll send out, hey, this is Chris with Home Trust. And I let them know, okay, appraisal turn time's expected this date back. We're looking good for closing date. And, we found, being in this business so long, when I was younger, I used to see how reactive we were and receiving phone calls from agents, hey, what's going on with this? What's going on with that? Now, years later, as kind of changing gears and being more proactive, it's awesome. My phone really doesn't ring quite as much, at least not for people trying to find out status, because they already know where we're at, or they know they're to expect it that following week.
Yeah, it's always not fun to not hear about what the loan is doing and just to sit there and you're hoping like, hey, no news is good news. It's a lot better though to hear somebody say, hey, we're just tracking, everything's going good. We're A, B, C, D is happening. I'll let you know if a snag hits. But I'm always like this. I'm always like, okay, well, I haven't heard anything, so closing's in a couple days. We'll see what happens.
Right. High hopes. Yeah, no.
High hopes. Yeah. So that kind of makes you guys different in the market, the level of service, and obviously you're competitive with interest rates. And so we talked about a lot of people are kind of moved by what the media talks about. And, right now it's in my mind, a lot of media is just negativity because they got to sell their advertising. They've got to get clicks to their website. And so talk about like what is real and what is not real when it comes to mortgages and interest rates right now.
What I've noticed since I've been in this business for so long, that the last 4 or 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, that the media has such an influence on markets. And just like you said, right, they have to be, that negative is what they're pushing, and that narrative, when in actuality, there are a lot of positive things this administration is doing. There may be some things that people don't like, and there's some things that I don't necessarily like, but for the most part, it seems like things are going in the right direction. And the media makes it seem like, oh, well, markets are crashing, it's the end of the world. So I think that's playing a huge role right now in people's perception nationally and locally. And I just, I can see it. I talk to realtors all the time. We talk to several realtors a week, and they tell us, hey, Chris, it's slowing down, it's scarce. And we ask them why, and they're like, man, I don't know. Maybe it's the a lot of them say it's the tariff stuff. That's what they're hearing from their buyers. It's the stock market going up and down. It's the uncertainty. Really, at the end of the day, is what the perception that's out there, unfortunately.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors. and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Right. You know, some of the things that we don't do, and we're not going to go off in kind of any kind of rabbit hole, but it's interesting that what we don't do is life is so fast paced that most human beings don't take time to consider, hey, this is what I believed at this time, and now I know it's a lie. Maybe I shouldn't believe the people that are telling me this all the time. But we just get caught in this loop where we hear something, we believe it, we find out it's not true, and then we go, oh, but we turn on the news again and we believe it, and the loop continues. And it affects, and obviously it does have a effect, negative in my estimation, on how people operate their lives because they're waiting on somebody to tell them what things actually are instead of going to somebody like a resource like you, or really, somebody that actually knows what the local market is telling them. So, Chris, tell me about life in Sugarland outside of real estate. I think we talked about this, where you are an empty nester now. How many kids you have? Where are they local, and what do you do for fun out there?
Yeah, man. Well, I got 4 kids. 2 of them are local, 2 are not. We don't do a whole lot. I mean, what we do in real estate is very time consuming. Weekends, we make ourselves available to a lot of our clients. So we're constantly on the grind. I mean, I can be out to dinner, 7, 8 p.m. at night. And somebody calls, and if you want that deal, we're in a market that if you don't answer that call, it's very easy for them to jump to that next person on Google or another referral that they have and call that person. So we make ourselves available when we're not working, though. In Sugarland, I mean, we got the Houston Astros, man. We got the Houston Texans. We got the Rockets. So there's a lot of great sports teams in Houston. There's a lot of great bars, a lot of great restaurants. So we like to go out and have fun, but it's difficult to vacation in this business because, you step away for 2 days and you come back and it feels like you've missed like years of work. And in reality, you haven't, but it's just a perception and the way you feel.
Right. So you guys have always lived in Texas and around the Houston area?
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got Galveston there, so you can actually go to quickly to the beach. So you got that access. Yeah.
I don't know about that water, though, man. If you've been to Galveston, that water's a little bit. It's a little. There's a mystery
sketchy.
Water. Yeah, it's a little sketchy.
Well, I remember I did go. I had cousins that lived in Houston. I think I went as a kid, but we go to the Panhandle around Florida, and the water's just awesome. Oh, yeah. It's just it's something else.
Absolutely.
And so you had the Houston Cougars this year did well, and I guess the Astros have been competitive for a while in baseball, and then the Houston Rockets. How did they do this year in NBA? Did they go to the second round?
Yeah, they did okay. They didn't do bad. I mean, the big one that I think that we're all kind of disappointed this last year was the Texans, man, because we've got the new QB and we had high hopes this season. He is awesome, but maybe it's his second year and this will become his third year. So kind of curious to see where it goes this next season and some of the moves that they make in the off season. But and we do get out to a lot of games, and the Astros games and Texans games, so that's always a lot of fun.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
That is really cool. Well, so Chris, if somebody want to get in touch with you in your market, where are you located on the internet? Tell everybody where you're at.
Yeah, so my website's hometrustfinancing.com, but I always tell everybody, look, man, the best way to get in contact with me is just call. Right? I mean, my number directly is 281-763-1876. I'm happy to have a conversation with anybody if you're interested in purchasing a home or just want to be educated about purchasing a home. I love to talk mortgages. I've been doing this for pretty much almost more than half my life now, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
That's awesome. And I appreciate you being on the podcast. Folks, if you want more information about Chris and home trust financing, the information will be in the show notes below. Thanks again for watching, and thank you, Chris. Folks, do all the things, like and subscribe, comment below, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.